Hello and welcome to this very first video in a series of videos where I will introduce Picsara Omnimet. My name is Thomas Engdahl. I'm the founder of the company behind the product and I'm also one of the developers. So in this series I will introduce Picsara Omnimet for you and show you the capabilities. It's not in first hand intended to be an instructional video, but rather just to demonstrate the capabilities and the different levels in the software. So before I start with the actual introduction, let me just explain the name Picsara and Omnimet. So what is Picsara Omnimet? Well, it's actually the same software with just two different names. So Picsara is the name we use in the Scandinavian countries, and Omnimet is the name we use in the rest of the world. So we are very proud to work with resellers, and in the Scandinavian countries we work with Micron, and in the rest of the world we work with Buehler, and we're a very proud partner and happy to work with these two resellers. So the product is a modular-based image analysis software. And the first level or bundle is called Capture and Measure. It's a basic entry-level software for just capturing images and storing and doing some easier control measurements. The advanced module is aimed towards entry-level image analysis. And then we have two more advanced level for advanced scripting and repetitive image analysis. On top of these bundles, we also have a number of modules. We got the weld module, the grain size module, montage and multifocus, and motorized stage. And there will be a video for all of these bundles and also for the modules. But in this particular video, I will introduce the Capture and Measure bundle. So the Capture and Measure bundle includes a live video camera capture functionality. So you can capture video in real time from one or more microscopes. And of course, it supports camera settings and calibrations and other things. I will show it shortly. It also includes an image explorer, which makes it extremely easy to store and look at images you have created. And I did mention calibration. You can, of course, calibrate every individual image if you want to measure on them now or in the future. And there are some simpler measurement tools using point and click or drag and drop or drag and release for measuring length and areas and curves. They are mainly intended for validation. And then there is a set of annotation tools if you want to annotate the images, maybe with a scale bar or with text labels. So I will actually demonstrate this very quickly. So I switch into the Picsara software and it's now running. And as you see on the screen, we got live video. I got a microscope behind me, but when I move the stage, you can see the image is live on the screen. I can browse my image directory using the image explorer, and I got a catalog here of all types of images. Grain size images, different microstructures, nodular iron. And if I want to open one of those images, I just click on it. So it's very easy to work with. Very nice image. If I want to save image, it's equally simple. Let's move to the temp directory and create a new folder. I can call it test, for example. And if I want to save an image, I simply just drag it into that folder. And let's take another image, maybe at the very edge of the sample, like this. Yeah, why not that like that? And just drag it into this folder. Very easy to use. The system support calibration, and in order to select the calibration, I simply pick the calibration I'm working with down in this list. And as I said, I can measure. So for example, if I want to measure the distance here, I can do that. Or if I prefer to use this parallel tool to see more of an average, I can do that. But in this entry-level version, you will only see the values presented on the screen like this. So there is no reporting built into this version. On top of doing measurement, you can also annotate the image. For example, you can add a scale bar and you can place it wherever you want. And you can add an arrow or text. So for example, if I like to say that this is my binding layer. I do like that. And I can change the colors and all the properties of these measurements and text settings and colors and everything. I will not show it here. I hope you trust me on that one. When it comes to the camera, using the camera is really important that it's easy. So there is a camera settings dialog. By default, this is optimized for microscopy. So by default, it uses auto exposure and auto white, and that normally works great. There are two different modes, central spot mode or measurement mode and frame average. And what that means is with a central spot measurement mode, whatever is in this within this red square will be optimized for the best exposure and auto white correction. If you use the whole frame, it simply takes an average of the whole frame. And you can have your individual preference settings here. If you want it slightly brighter than compared to what the system suggests, you can fix that. And there is a bunch of different settings here to increase the sharpness. Yeah, it was actually on very low value. And gamma settings and so on. But they are a little bit more advanced. And even more advanced are these advanced settings, but I will cover them in a specific video, more like an training video for the camera. On top of this, you can zoom into the image, and you can zoom into the live image, and you can see it's a live image now. It's a little bit noisy. And you can use the magnifying glass if you rather like that. And you can actually use them in combination with the measurement tool. So if I want to be very precise, yeah, it doesn't make sense in this case, but it can be helpful. Also, the measurement settings here, it was a little bit wide, I think, so I can make it a little bit thinner. So let's do it again, and this time let's use this tool. So I start from here to here with a magnifying glass. And yeah, there is also a full mode if you want to discuss the image with colleagues and you don't want to get disturbed by the user interface. This is pretty much it in the capture and measure bundle. If you are interested, I invite you to look at the next video where I will go through the advanced bundle, which includes measurement and reporting and statistical analysis and a lot more analysis tools. Thank you for watching this video. Bye-bye.